Hi everyone, Professor Bergeron here with another midweek motivation video. And today I'm out for a walk. I just finished listening to a great book that I try to listen to every once in a while. It's called Finish by John Acuff. And I try to listen to it specifically when I'm having trouble finishing things, as we tend to do from time to time. And it's a fun book, it's a funny book, and the author goes through several significant techniques that we can use to help us finish our goals and finish our projects. So I thought it would be fun to read through the chapter titles that are, of course, a little silly as the author tries to be funny throughout the book. So the first chapter, the first technique he has is the day after perfect. I think that a lot of us have heard the idea of don't break the chain, where you do something every day and you mark it on the calendar and you try not to break the chain. Well, eventually you do. And if you miss a day, it's easy to miss the next day or the next day after that. So this idea is to plan for the day after perfect. You're not going to be perfect. You're going to miss a day. You're going to slip and fall. And so you just keep going. You start over again. And let's see. The next chapter was called Cut Your Goal in Half. And in this one, the author talks about literally cutting your goal in half or doubling your timeline. And luckily for school, we've already done that for you, so you don't have to worry about that with your schoolwork. Um, but yeah, he talks about how sometimes it can be easy to bite off more than we can chew. Um, the third chapter is Choose What to Bomb. And the author has a great fun story about his front lawn and how basically he bombed on his lawn and he bombed on Snapchat and all these different things that he just chose to be horrible at so that he could focus his energy on his actual goal. And so, God, for me, it's laundry. Yeah, it's probably laundry. That's probably the big one for me. And just cleaning in general. Um, let's see. The fourth chapter is Make It Fun. And in this chapter, he talks not only about making the individual goals fun, but doing what we can to make the process fun, such as when you're told you have to go for a walk every day from your doctor that is trying to hurt you. You can make it fun by listening to an audiobook while you do it, and things like that. So how can you make the task a little bit more fun? Um, Chapter 5 had a long title, Leave Your Hiding Places and Ignore Your Noble Obstacles. And so hiding places are things like if you're hiding in Snapchat or hiding in TikTok or hiding in the television. And the noble obstacles are the excuses that we make. Well, I have to get the right pen in order to write my paper. I don't know, something silly like that, where you have something you have to do in order to move forward that really you don't have to. Chapter 6 was to get rid of your secret rules. And we all have these secret rules, things that we take for granted, such as if your goal is to read 100 books this year, do audiobooks count? Well, they should. And sometimes it took me a long time to realize that. So I would listen to books all the time. And when I was doing my book count, I wasn't counting them because my secret rule was that audiobooks did not count. They do. Let's see. Chapter 7 was use data to celebrate your imperfect progress. So we already know that progress is going to be imperfect, but you can use data to sort of celebrate this to track your progress. So, simple things like using the watch to track your steps or your workouts, or counting the days using that method of marking it on the calendar, and just all of these different things. One great one that works for school is marking off all the classes as you finish them, because that is definitely one great measure. And then, let's see, what's the next one? Oh, the last chapter before his conclusion was the day before done. And essentially, it's how, if we're not careful, we can get right up to the finish line and abandon our goal for something new and shiny. And that's definitely a risk that we all have. I know I'm always coming up with fantastically great ideas. And then right before I finish what I'm working on, I just sort of go into something that's new and more exciting. So his solution for that was to keep a list of future projects. Just keep filling it out. And even if you don't know what you're going to do when you're done your project, you'll have this list to go to and to be able to figure that out. All right. Well, that was what I had for today. All of the different ideas that John Acuff has for um, being able to finish our projects and finish our work. And I wanted to share that with you. It's a great book if you end up choosing to get it. It is the book Finish by John Acuff. Anyway, this has gone on for far too long. So I will let you go. As always, if you have any questions about anything at all, please let me know and I'll talk with you soon.